Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of the series of me repairing my client's wicks. So we left off on me showing you the blonde piece of her hair. I am coloring a custom piece of hair. The hair was originally black or a dark brown color. So I'm going to rinse out the lightener here and get it washed and prepped and ready for the repair work. And I'm only doing this more so on the blonde because as I stated, I touched on it in the last video just a little bit, that blonde or bleached locks have a different texture and they are typically harder to combine without any damage. So I don't want to risk damaging her hair with the crochet work that will be necessary to soften the locks, because if you're familiar with any of my other videos, what I do, I go through and distress the locks first to soften them, and that is typically the obstacle that I run into with bleached locks. They are too hard to soften and they will just shred in the process. And words, the keratin bonds are broken down during the lightening process of the hair, and then the crochet work that's necessary to combine the locks is not going to be very supportive. Instead of rebuilding the hair and bringing it together to make it stronger, it would be tearing it apart essentially, because the bonds aren't strong enough to withstand it. Which is why I would prefer to go ahead and add in a piece of hair when I'm reconstructing my client's locks and trying to get them to hold, because they won't hold together anyway because the texture has been changed, right? So the locks are still separated at the end, but instead of shredding them and trying to break them down just so they'll get to comply and stay together, I'm adding in some more support in between, so now it doesn't have a reason to come apart and they have something to cling to. I'm only adding hair on this split part here. I don't feel the need to go higher than that. And you don't need a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. After you add that tiny piece of hair, you can proceed with crocheting as you normally would. One thing you'll notice is that the locks will start to stick together and they will start to tighten up in a good way. It won't be too hard to the touch. It'll feel just like the rest of the hair. That's how you know you're blending it in seamlessly. I'm coming to a close on this wick, and as I finish up, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you can be on the lookout for part 3. We're gonna see what we do with this one. Stay tuned.